Should we go for a cigar? Little cigar? Go on then, let's go for a cigar.
Hello and welcome to Smoking Fegs and Having Gegs with me, Raye the Queen.
And me, Queen Billie. And welcome to the COVID special where me and Raye are both at home because we both have COVID. So, what date is it? The date of this episode is like the 21st of August. So, fly back. We're recording right now on the 2nd of August. And we were at Belfast Pride on Saturday. And I tested positive yesterday, but like I had symptoms from Sunday night. So, we decided...
I don't even have any symptoms. I don't feel fine. I feel pretty rough this morning. But like...
Do you remember though, like season 2, we were sitting telling people we would never go back to doing Zoom?
Yeah.
And here we are!
I know.
What's new with you though, aside from Miss Lorona 19?
Not a lot, to be honest. A few things I don't really want to talk about.
No, we'll not go there, please. Do you want to know what's new with me?
Do you want to know what?
What's new? Give me a minute.
What's new with you, sweetheart?
I got some retainers.
Oh, are they like the Invisalign ones?
I don't know, but I've been grinding my teeth at night.
Oh. So I really want to get the Invisalign ones that like straighten your teeth.
No, these are just to stop me from grinding my teeth at night.
Are they not like things that like rugby players wear to like...
Yeah. It's not pretending. I don't know. I'm finding everything in my power to make myself laugh because sitting in your room is no joke. But we don't actually have to isolate, but because we live at home with our families,
Yeah.
It's the better thing to do. I'm going to Scotland on Saturday. I'm still going.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because technically, if my symptoms started on Sunday, 5 days, I can still go on Saturday. So, other than that, there's been nothing really new to me. Enjoyed Pride. It was gay.
I thought it was just very tiring though. Like the whole day. Like even though we had nothing to do, like we literally had one show and it was a number and a duet. It still felt as if that we were still super rushed everywhere.
Yeah. And do you know how I feel right now? I feel like I have like the world's longest hangover. That's how I feel because I've been sick the whole week since. Like it just feels like I've had a hangover consistently.
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel hungover. I just feel like if I lay down for too long, my muscles like seize up and I get really achy.
That's how I feel too. But yes, anyway, we are on Zoom. And we said we'd never be on Zoom again. And we do have a special guest today who we're about to bring on. It is the most talented, the baldest. I hope she can't hear what we're talking about because...
The most glorious dinner lady you've ever met.
It is the one, the only. How do I add her in, for fuck's sake?
Cara
Van Parke. Let's see if she's ready. How do we do this shit? Is she there? Did it work?
Where's the video?
Hello. Could you hear everything we were talking about the whole time?
No, I actually couldn't.
Oh, that's okay.
That's okay. Yeah.
Shut up.
Oh, I'll show Cara just because I want to show people. I got retainers.
Do you know what you should get? Not even joking. Deodorant.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong.
When you're right, you're right.
Please take them out, Billy.
I am taking them out. The lady's not pretending.
Oh my word.
How
I mean,
are
that's
we?
not as funny the second or third time you've done it, but okay.
It was only the second bit.
She was doing it for me.
Yeah, I had to show Cara. Have a
Well,
break ice.
let me. I'm okay. I've got a concussion.
Wait, so tell us like how this happened. Like, tell
Care
us
to
what happened.
explain?
So I was
Do you want some?
driving. No, I'm okay. Thanks, love. For a second, I thought they were. For a second, I thought they were condoms, and I was like, "What do you need those for, Billy?" But I was driving up the Newton Ards Road, and I thought the car in front of me was moving forward. He wasn't. He was stationary because the light was green. I was like, "Oh, he's moving forward." I actually took my eyes off the road for a second, and before I knew it, he was like there. And I hit the brakes too hard, and bang! So my head hit the wheel. The airbag didn't go off.
Yeah, I've written my car off twice, and not once did the airbag go off.
What's that about?
The first car I crashed, and I was going to say the only. I've literally crashed every car I've owned, but not to the full extent of my first one. And the first one I crashed, the airbag smacked me on the face so fucking hard it left a mark on my face.
It'll do that. You can get like burns from it.
Yeah, like a red
Yeah.
mark. It was scary. You see and the smell of it.
Like I've been driving for 15 years, and this is the first accident I've ever had. Because I'm usually a very careful driver, except for yesterday. It was
I've been
yesterday,
in your
wasn't
car. You are not a careful driver.
it? When were you in my car?
I was in your car. You drove. I parked at yours, and you drove like us and William. Who else was there? Richard.
Oh,
Maverick.
yes. That's right. Yeah, that's right. I remember now. I don't even know when that was. Like, it was last year, I think.
I don't even remember what it was for. Was it Drag Stars time or something? The first one.
I can't remember. I actually
Correct.
cannot remember. I can't remember. Well, that was a really funny story, guys.
That's the end of this episode. Bye.
That's it. We're done. No, I can't remember what it was for, but I'm gonna rack my brain now thinking what that was about. I think it might have been. Why was I driving? Because I obviously wouldn't have been drinking then, but I don't remember a time whenever I was sober. I can't remember. All I remember is that you and Richard made fun of the state of my house, which I thought was a disgrace.
I
thought-
didn't.
Fuck, stop! You have a really nice house.
Thank you very much, Raye. No, Billy.
I was making fun of the place you lived, not your house.
What, the Shankle?
Shankle. Yeah.
You shouldn't be saying shit like that about the Shankle, Billy. Do you like your niece?
Well,
Nobody else does. It was ashy ass knees.
The Shankle clearly doesn't care if they let Anya perform at the 12th of July and Queen's parties, you know.
Yeah, and did that happen again this year? No. So.
And also, was that not what started like the whole Jolene Bubton shenanigan?
Chicken wing, that's why I made the joke.
Anya Bex is the reason that there's so much anti-drag legislation being pushed through in America right now, because they've seen what she did. The 12 was like, we're not having that. That's not happening. That's cancelled. So it's Anya's fault.
We all blame Anya Bex.
The rise of the far right. Anya Bex.
Raye, I fucking knew this episode was going to be wild. Why'd we bring her on? Oh, fuck, she can hear me.
Oh, good one.
Anyway, let's move on, because Anya will be too happy that this episode's about her.
Let's be real. Anything about Anya, she loves it.
Anya might be happy. Not familiar with that concept, I'm afraid. No. Grumpy backs.
You mean DJ Becky?
DJ Becky on the decks, 2K6.
I'm not speaking to you ever again.
Why? Why? What's the problem? Yes, let's move on.
It's my name on this fucking podcast. It's going to come to me and kill me now.
Oh, for goodness sake, it's only a joke. It's only a wee gag. It's only a wee fag and a gag. Oh, wrong ear. Feg and gay.
You know what? I would love a fag right now, but I don't want to smoke with the COVID.
I can't smoke in the house, so that's why I brought this.
I swear, the facts help me.
I remember the first time I got COVID in January of last year. I was so, all right, Billy, see you later. I was so ill with it. Like, I was in the spare room for 15 days, and I remember most of it. I do remember that I lost my sense of smell and taste and everything 7 days in, because I was sitting at the window having a cigarette, and I was sitting there, I was like, can't smell this, can't taste this either. I was like, oh shit. Day 7. That happened to me on day 7, and I didn't get like any of my senses back that way for like about 2 months afterwards. So I remember after getting out of lockdown, after getting out of isolation, just getting blocked because I was drinking like neat whiskey and neat vodka because I couldn't taste anything. And it's like, this is great. And one of the days that I couldn't taste or smell anything, William ordered a Chinese. I was like, why? Why did you get me this? Because I couldn't taste any of it. William was like, this is lovely. I was like, well, I wouldn't know. So thanks very much. It's great.
This is the first time I've ever like tested positive for it. I've never had it before.
Really? It sucks. I've had it twice now.
I think this is number 3 for me.
I've had it twice now. Last time was in November last year. Literally the day after I got a new job.
No. I need to tell you. I need to interrupt.
Breaking news.
No.
What? Where are you going? Billy has left the chat and fell over.
So.
What are you doing?
Wait. Right. I need to take glasses off. I need to focus. I need to concentrate. Where's my glasses? So, I am a bit of a freak, right?
We know.
We know, girl. We know.
And I love my crystals, right? I love my crystals. I have loads. I have about 20 to 30 crystals, right? And yesterday, before I tested positive for the COVID, I was out for a wee dander by myself. And I remembered that I had seen a TikTok. Okay, yes, it was a TikTok. Don't come at me. And sorry. And I came across this TikTok yesterday morning, and it was of this girl who is very spiritual and believes that we all have guardian angels and stuff, and she was like teaching people how to like communicate to them. So she was like sitting on her like outside. She says only do it outside in nature because it works far better. So she was crossed her knees and she had her hands up because she says, I'm calling upon my guardian angel right now. So I did this at the graveyard, right? Yeah, I was outside the graveyard. I wasn't in it yet. But then I did do it in the graveyard, so let's not go there. And I had did it outside, sitting on the bench. Cars driving past, didn't give a fuck. And I had this specific crystal in my pocket. And I did the thing. And I was like, this isn't even going to fucking work. So I walked in to the graveyard after to visit my family, whatever. Hello. And three doves flew away as I walked in. And I was like, 3? That's a bit strange. Walked across a bit more, halfway towards the graves. 3 more flew away. And I was like, why are they in 3s? Walked over to where my family are buried, and I was like, well, there's only 2 family members. Do you know, like angel numbers, like 222, 333, 444. And I was like, there's only 2 members of my family in that plot. And then I looked, as I walked over, I'm like, no, but my great aunt's grave is beside that, so there's 3.
Where are you going?
Like, I'm seeing the angel numbers 333, 333, 333.
Yes.
Then I was like, okay, so I sat there for about 15, 20 minutes. How do we dander about after? No, this is where it's going freaky, and you're going to be like, you're nuts, you're crazy, you need locked up. I always
starting a freakiest story ever.
No, wait, I always keep 3 crystals out. Always keep 3 crystals out. I'm telling you.
See, if you turn around and tell me you had 3 facts in your box,
The last time I opened that packet of Fegs, there was 4.
That's what you
I have
wanted
been
to
asking
tell
for a
us.
sign from my guardian angels, and this is what she gives me.
And then you got COVID.
No, it's my 3rd time.
Oh, all right. Okay. And there's 3 of us on this call. Oh.
Oh,
And I bought 3 things from TK Maxx today. Oh.
well, you
Girl.
didn't take an active COVID.
I did online shopping, bitch.
All right, fair enough. In TK Maxx?
And it cost £30. Another 3.
Well, I've got 3 payments coming out tomorrow that'll take in an overdraft.
Time to go.
Listen, this has been Fegs and Gegs with Raye the Queen and Cara
I have
Van
3
Parke.
nipples. I forgot to tell you that part.
You d-
Do you fuck have 3 nipples?
There it is, there.
Sit down. Were the doves flying away? Like, were you in drag?
In the graveyard.
Drag in the
Was I a
graveyard.
drag in the graveyard?
Going to visit your tender relatives in full drag in the graveyard?
She's not Hollywood. She doesn't go to the graveyard and drag.
That's not drag. That's her normal.
That's true. I remember.
I
like,
have
I was-
3 pairs of glasses out.
I
This is season 3.
have 3 minutes left of patience for this story.
Anyway,
Yes. Gag. I don't believe in all that
3
stuff.
letters.
Though. I don't believe in all that stuff though. I prefer like. Have you ever like? Do you know what really gets me going? You like crystals and stuff. No, I love. Do you ever have Lucozade? Oh, I can't breathe.
This is my 3rd bottle of this in 2 days.
Another
See,
3.
if you keep this shit up, this will be your last season of Fegs and Gegs. So here, who else have you had on so far? Am I your 3rd guest?
No.
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 But you do have 3 hairs in your head.
More than you, bitch. So,
You'll never see me again. So we've had we were meant to have recorded with Espresso 6 weeks ago. That never happened because I was too hungover and didn't get back from the sauna till 8 a.m. And I didn't go to bed till 11 a.m. that morning. Anyway, and
who'd you buck in the sauna?
Me.
The BBC News.
Again.
I literally just sit and watch the BBC News. I go nowhere. Yeah. I
She
sit and
pays
watch
£13 in to watch the
You pay
fucking
£13 in. Not that I know how much it is into the sauna, but you pay £13 in to watch the BBC News in the sauna?
Yeah.
Girl, have you ever thought about wising up?
Why is that? On an axis?
And there's 3 lines to make a Y.
Anyway.
So Billy had 3 shots. Billy went to the sauna at 3 a.m. Billy booked 3 guys. And Billy ordered 3 taxis home. Full circle. Full circle. I haven't been to the sauna in... What time is it? Well, I haven't been to the sauna. I haven't been to the sauna in a long time. I would say probably December last year. That might not be accurate, but December last year, and I don't know. It's just I don't get thrilled by it anymore.
I don't either.
Like, used to be this thing where like all the queens, even like especially the queens who were like in their early 20s, were like, you go to the sauna. It's like, what do you think is there? It's not fucking Toys R Us. Like, it's not. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know why your parents would take you to Toys R Us up in Newton Abbey when you were a kid on a Saturday if you were good. Sometimes you're probably too young to realize that because Toys R Us has been shut down for a long time. But it's not like, what do you think's there? There's not some man handing out wisp of golds and hand jobs as you walk in. Like, Wisp of Gold's my favorite chocolate bar in the world.
I love Wisp of Gold.
Like, you're going in and you're seeing full grown men, in their 50s, blowing ass with a shower head when you walk in and getting out of their clothes in the wee locker, and you're like, there's Mike from IT. Like, do you know what I mean? It's really not that great.
No.
And then all these queens are like, girl, there was 25 of us at the sauna the other week, and for some reason we all have COVID. I was like, I wonder why.
I wonder why.
I wonder why. I'm surprised COVID's the only thing you've got.
Well, I was just about to say, and Raye says there's 25 people went and they all have chlamydia. I wonder why.
Exactly. One of my favorite episodes that you've ever done is with Sunny Darling.
Oh,
like, but she's not the only one who could do the voice.
Yeah, she is.
The voice.
Oh my god.
There was one night at Boombox recently where I kept going up to her. I was like, do the voice. And she was like, Cara. Cara, who's looking after you? Do the voice. That's from Anitra, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I thought so. Just a shout out to Sunny Darling, who is by far one of the best drag performers in.
Speaking of physical pain, we want to see what Sunny does on a daily. We want to see that, but
I tell you what she does on a daily. She goes to the gym every day.
She's like a full gymnast. Like that's
She
what
is.
she does with that stuff.
Like
I
she
was
does.
holding her hand once, and
It's
like
like-
her hand is like all calluses, and I was like, "Girl, what's wrong with your hand? You literally feel like disgusting in your hands." She goes, "Oh, that's just the calluses from gymnastics."
Yeah,
Think
she's
of it.
like, I mean,
think of the hand jobs she could give you.
Oh no.
like getting
Calluses?
Mike Batty towel. Like getting Mike Batty towel.
Yeah, think about the friction burn. It feel good.
Yeah, but getting a hand job from a bottle bin. That's what it would feel like. But but like Sunny,
That's what
there's no
Ray's
way.
mouth's like, by the way. Whenever you get a blowjob from her.
I've been there. There's no way Sunny could do those things if she wasn't a gymnast. Like,
No.
you'll never see me doing splits on stage or backflips or death drops because
No.
see if I do.
I still even stand by. See people even doing a knee drop.
I did it once. I've done one once, and my legs were black.
I did the one time I ever did anything out of my caliber, meaning walking down the middle and back up again. Was
Yes, she's about to do it. Yes, yes, she's walking.
Keep walking, mama. The one time I did anything that wasn't that was Drag Stars, the first Drag Stars when Fierce Injection took me from the audience and gave me a makeover, and I rolled and I hit my head off the dial.
Oh,
Talk about concussion, mama.
Have you ever seen
mean-
Wicked White do the big knee jump thing? That wee girl jumps like 7 feet in the air.
yes.
She
Whenever
jumps double her height.
when Wicked does that, it genuinely gives me the fear. I'm like, you're gonna get out. One of these days, she's gonna do that. I love Wicked. Wicked and I are very, very close. One of these days, I'm gonna end up having to take her to the gig in a wheelchair because she's.
I want
Do
to
you
take.
remember when she used to do the Thursdays every week with Anya, like before Libertine opened? She used to climb onto the fucking booth, stand up, and jump spin into her knees from there.
It reminds me of
I've
Drag
seen
Stars 1, whenever fucking Fierce and Chrissy were doing the lip sync, and one jumped off the bar and one jumped off the booth.
And they hit each other in midair.
That
Traumatized.
lives in my head. Do you know, like, full circle back to what we were talking about earlier on? That was the first thing I seen after I got out of isolation for COVID. Was Drag Stars 1.
And I bet you wish you were back in isolation whenever you seen it.
I was like, I have never, like, you're a bitch. I have seen drag shows in, like, Gran Canaria, like, Barcelona, New York, Toronto. What Chrissy and Fierce did was one of the best things I've ever seen. I've seen drag shows with, like, Jazzy Barbie Royale, who was on Queen of the Universe in Orlando, where she's a trans woman of color, fierce, like she is just stunning. She did this number where she like stripped down from her like negligee, took her wig off, she was bald, and was wearing nothing but a pair of panties and like nipple pasties, and there was a pool at the bar outside. Like it's like a big complex. I think it's closed now. I think it closed over COVID. But there's a big pool out the back. She backflipped into the pool with her tips in her hand, did the backstroke, and was still lip syncing. I was like, "Mama, this is garbage." No, I was like, "This is incredible. This is like," and I got it on video, and I was like, "This is nuts." And then I decided I was like, I could do that. It was one of the best performances of anything I've ever seen. And when I seen Drag Stars 1, it was actually Brad, you know, big Scottish Brad, who does like he's moved back to Scotland now. But he took me down. Yeah, he moved back to Scotland because he missed his family. But he brought me back down. He brought me down one night to see drag. So I was like, "Come on down." He was friends with Fierce at the time. He's like, "Oh, come on down. Thomas is performing." I was like, "Who is Thomas?" Thomas is Fierce. And I was blown away. I was like, "This is the caliber of drag in Belfast. Like, I've never seen anything like it." And then seeing the finale with Chrissy and Fierce was just incredible. I have a video where I turn around after they do that, and one of them dives off the bar and one of them dives off the booth, and I turn around and Gemini is doing this, but I slowed it down, so I turn around and it's on TikTok where she goes, and that's what got me into drag, was seeing Drag Stars 1. I was like, and after just getting out of COVID, I was like, I'm wasting my time, I'm wasting my life doing things I don't want to do, hold myself back, and like, I'm in my 30s now, I've always wanted to do this, why don't I just do it? And, you know, here I am as broken spine later, and you know, so, but no, Drag Stars 1, which is what got me into drag, and seeing Raye go home first is what was like, I can do better than that.
Yeah.
And you did.
Yeah. And I did. I came fifth, and then Raye beat her own record by coming joint second, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, with you, Holly, and Sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I missed most of Drag Stars 3.
So did I.
Yeah. Like I just got that. Sorry. Like both my drag mother and my husband missed most of Drag Stars 2. Like they hardly seen me, except for that 1 week. The only time Gemini turned up to support me was whenever she was help me with the makeover challenge, and I was in the bottom that week because of her.
Maybe it's a good job they weren't there anytime then.
Yeah, I was like, oh, the 1 week you turn up to support me, and I'm up for elimination. Brilliant. Fantastic. But like, no, Drag Stars is a gig. Are any is tempted to do it again?
I was tempted because the last time I wasn't in the frame of mind, but this time I was kind of like, oh, I might be in the frame of mind to do it. But me and Raye are literally in Greece the first week of Drag Stars.
Oh, fair enough. I'm not doing it again.
I would love to do it again. I'm just waiting for the right time.
Yeah, I don't think I'll do this year. I might not even do the next one in like the new year. If there is a Drag Stars 6 next September, maybe.
I think the way certain trans women are treated in our drag community smacks of misogyny and trans misogyny as well. There is a lot, and you know what? Some of the, I don't know what you want to call them, female queens or AFAB queens, whatever you want to call them. Like, I thought the way some people got on around Emma Bitch in Drag Stars 3 was appalling.
I agree.
Because, like, oh, she's a woman, she's already halfway there. Fuck off.
Literally.
Like, if that's the way you view drag, then drag is not for you to enjoy.
Because the judges don't sit there and look at all the contestants and go,
No.
right, well, they have a dick, so they had a harder job of proving themselves. No.
Exactly. It's not how it works.
We all know fine well that you could have the best outfits on the scene and be in that competition, you still won't win.
Exactly. You could have the most money. You could have the most
Look at Sunny
expensive makeup.
Darling. She's always naked.
I mean, I remember doing a Halloween show with Sunny. It was like the monster ball over in the OEA Centre at Halloween night. And it was really fun. We all gave each other COVID. Because we were all sipping from the same fucking bottle of apple sours. But like, Sunny came in and she was wearing this suggestion of an outfit, and it was like ivy leaves the whole way around her and a pair of panties and a bra. And I was like, I love your outfit. And she's like, outfit. she's like, outfit. And I was like, girl, it's fucking 3 degrees. 3. It's like 3 degrees outside. I'm there with like, Billie has passed away. R.I.P. Queen Billie. It's time for the new queen to arise.
There's a group called the 3 Degrees, and I love them.
Great.
When will I see you again? Anyway.
But like, I was there, there's me in full drag, like padding, tits, everything, shivering, and Sonny's like, like nothing on, out in the streets, like trying to get people into the bar. And I'm like, girl, you're like, how do you not feel the cold? And she's like, it's because I'm a cunt. And that was the moment I was like, I love you. I love you so much. She's like, it's called being fierce, mama. It's because I'm a cunt. You could never, you bald bitch. Now, I don't know if she said those exact words, but I was gagged. I was like, bitch, if I had a wig on, you have just ripped it off. Like, I was like, yes. I have a lot of respect and a lot of time for Sunny. But yes, the whole trans misogyny thing and misogyny thing, it extends to trans men who do drag as well. Like, I know there was comments made to a certain drag performer. I was like, you know, you're not a drag queen, so why are you here? More or less in the competition. And do you know what? I would accept that kind of criticism if the person who gave me the criticism could do drag well. That was not the case. So I just think as well that if that's your mindset about drag, then you have no business critiquing anybody. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't come.
If that is your mindset on drag in general, you should not be doing drag.
Yes, exactly. If your mindset, if your template for doing drag is so narrow and rigid that it extends no further than the likes of Plastic Tiara, then who I find boring, then why are you judging me in a competition? I wouldn't call myself a drag queen.
I think she changed her name to Kate Boss. Are you slapper?
My God.
I know you're talking about the American drag queen, by the way.
I know, you're a bitch. But I wouldn't call myself a drag queen. I would call myself a drag performer because I'm like, it's gender bender type drag. Do you know what I mean? And I've had people say to me, like, you know, oh, if you're not wearing a wig, you're not doing drag. Or if you don't shave your beard, you're not doing drag. And it's like, girl, there's 2 things you need to do drag. Heels and earrings. Don't speak to me if you're wearing flats on stage. Unless you have a broken ankle or some kind of condition or gout. Also, the amount of people I see performing without earrings on.
I never wear earrings.
I'm talking about you.
I don't like it when it gets stuck in my hair.
I know that's annoying, but
that's fair. I don't get that half the problem.
That's why you wear hair that covers at least the fact that you aren't wearing them.
That's fair. I think if I don't wear earrings though, I think you obviously are aware of bald queens like the Mother Tucka and Sasha Velour and stuff, like they wear big earrings because it makes their head look smaller. It feminizes them a wee bit, which is why I wear them as well. Also, I just like to look glamorous.
And also the big earrings distracts from your terrible dancing.
I will accept that. I'm not a bad dancer, but I wouldn't call myself a dancer.
I don't think you're a bad dancer. I just don't want to stand close to you when you are dancing in fear of getting a broken nose.
100%. One of these days, I'm going to swing my arm so hard, I'm going to take off like a helicopter.
Here, I'm allowed to make a terrible dancing joke because I'm not a dancer. I'm a walker.
But I mean, like, there's queens that dance. Right, there's 3 types of queens, all right, or performers. There's performers that dance. There's performers that can dance, and performers that say they can dance.
Yeah. Like, this all brings me back to a critique that Chrissy Toxicity gave me in Drag Stars, which I've been said in the podcast before.
About
If you can't dance, don't.
Yeah, like I love every queen loves the old faithful, you know.
Yeah.
Raye.
Well,
I love that. You love that. I love that. I love doing that. Like, I love, doing the whole, whatever. But I'm never going to be, I can't do that.
I can't do that.
At all. But I'm never...
Take me out on the night out once. That was a gag.
Sabrina is brilliant.
I think Sabrina is like one of my favourite performers on the scene.
She's brilliant. She knows how to hold an audience. Like, this is another thing as well. And, like, I'm not coming for anybody, but it's a thing I've found recently since starting drag, is that there's queens and performers who are like, oh yeah, I can dance and I'm skinny. And I think that might be the case, but can you tell a joke? Can you sing? Can you hold an audience's attention? Can you host? Like Pure Bent is a perfect example of a perfect drag queen. Like, she may wear flats on stage, but that's part of her brand. And I'd forgive her for that. Like, Pure Bent could very well look like Scarlett McLair if she wanted to, but she has that brand where she's like, I'm a Millie in a tracksuit,
literally,
and I've got the mic, and it's so clever. It's so clever, and I love Bent. Bent is one of the nicest people in the world. Like, it's very clever. There's very few drag performers on the scene that I would consider to be not nice people. Like, if any, I get on with most, if not all of them. The only one I don't really like that much is Richard Joke, and here's why. Here's a 3-hour lesson as to why. Because that bitch put me on a show after Sunny Darling, and I was like, how am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to follow that? Like, Sunny's up there ripping her dress to shreds, doing backflips. I say dress, it was the Ivy thing. Doing backflips and splits and dives into the crowd, and bouncing her pussy up and down on the stage. And there's me going, "Baby wants to dance in the dark." I'm like, this is humiliating. I was like, why did you do that to me? I was raging. I was like, just set up. No, I love Richard a bit. He's my drag sister. Like, but I was like, that's shitty.
I'm gonna be a buzzkill, but I'm gonna have to ask you to tell us where everybody can find you, because I think we've been recording for an hour.
We have, yes. Well, you can't find me on Twitter no more because I got suspended. And
you wouldn't be able to find you on Twitter anyway because it's called X.
That's true. I got suspended from Twitter because Blue Hydrangea kept cyberbullying me and reporting my tweets, which is fair enough. I mean, she's just jealous, obviously. But you can find me on Instagram at Cara_Van_Parke, or you can find me at the sauna this Thursday.
Or you can just find her under the van.
Under the van, under the park. I don't have a car at the minute. I will be starting a GoFundMe to buy a motorhome, but this has been really fun. Thank you very much for having me. I really enjoyed it.
Something just came into my head, actually. Something just came into my head. Do you remember when you started doing drag and everyone called you Caravan? Like, they thought your name was Caravan.
Yeah.
That was because of Anya Bex. It's Caravan! I'm like, that's not my name.
It's like whenever Anya announces Sin, it's "Call me Sin." And you're like, it's Sin.
It's Wigs by Ben. Or at the finale of Drag Stars 1, she kept calling Taylor Made Totally Taylor because that was her Instagram name.
Or whenever Rusty invited me onto the stage and called me Billy Queen. Completely missed the joke completely.
Sure. Anya introduced Richard before as Richard the Joke Queen. And she's like, that's not my name. But whatever. No, I really have enjoyed this. Like this has been.
I think I say this quite a bit, but I think I'm truthfully honest. I say this is the most I've laughed ever recording it. Like I'm actually sweating.
Same. But that's because of the COVID, babe.
I forgot. Let's make it worse.
But no, thank you very much, my darlings, for having me. I miss your faces. I hope to see. I'll see you at Mid Ulster Pride
next
Saturday. Be there or don't be there. It's totally up to yourself.
By the way, you can stay after this if you want to have a smoke together. By the way, so
I'm actually gonna go and get my dinner. I'm fucking starving.
And you're fail anyway.
Yeah, because William made me dinner earlier and I had fallen asleep for 2 hours, so he put it in the fridge. So I'm gonna go and eat my dinner. I'm gonna have a smoke, and then I'm gonna go to bed. I don't know if I'm going to work tomorrow or not. I need to see how I feel. So I use my car for work, so there's not much I can do.
No, I personally, if they said you have a concussion, I don't think you should be going to work.
I know. I'm gonna go in as well because I have a lot of paperwork and stuff to catch up on, so I could do that. I don't want to be sitting in the house because I was really bored today. I was bored out of my mind.
I've been in my room for 3 days now.
Today was like the first day for me that I was like stuck in my room and I completely like trailed my room apart and like threw out a little clothes and everything.
But yes,
I actually got rid of some makeup and stuff today.
I'm gonna cut you short. We'll see you next week where we have. Who do we have next week? Next week we have Sin. Call me Sin.
Call me Sin.
I will not be calling Sin. She'll be calling
I'm
us.
a big fan of Sin. I like Sin. Right, well, I love yous. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.